time, an ever-present shadow ticking away in the background of our lives. Tick, tock, tick, tock. It's the silent rhythm of human existence, one we become more attuned to as we grow older. As children, time feels vast and brimming with potential, each moment stretching endlessly as we experience the world with fresh eyes. In contrast, adults often describe time as fleeting, slipping away before we even notice. But why does this happen? Why does childhood stretch endlessly, filled with wonder and countless opportunities, only for time to seemingly accelerate when we reach adulthood? This question has captivated thinkers for generations, each offering unique perspectives on the enigma of time. Plato viewed time as the moving image of eternity, a concept intrinsically tied to the celestial motions of the heavens. Aristotle, in contrast, grounded time in human experience, defining it as a measurement of change tied to perception and the soul. Centuries later, Sir Isaac Newton introduced the idea of absolute time, a universal, unchanging flow that exists independently of human observation. In the 20th century, Albert Einstein revolutionized our understanding with his theory of relativity, describing time as a flexible dimension intertwined with space. Yet, when it comes to understanding why time feels faster as we age, the insights of the French philosopher Henri Bergson stand apart as some of the most profound. Henri Bergson was one of the most influential thinkers of his time. A philosopher, mathematician, and even a Nobel laureate in literature, Bergson's ideas reshaped our understanding of time and consciousness. In his seminal work, Time and Free Will, Bergson challenged traditional linear views of time, instead connecting it deeply to human experience. Let's start with the basics. Traditional time, the kind we track with clocks, is linear and divided into seconds, minutes, and hours. Einstein expanded on this by describing time as the fourth dimension, intrinsically tied to space. But Bergson argued that this view of time is an illusion, a construct designed for practicality, not truth. He called this measured time abstract time. Instead, Bergson introduced the concept of duration, la durée, a deeply personal and subjective experience of time. Unlike clock time, duration can't be measured, it can only be felt. And it varies depending on our mental state and emotions. This disparity is duration at work. Bergson believed that our relentless focus on measured time pulls us away from deeper experiences, enslaving us to the ticking clock and leaving us anxious and disconnected. In April 1922, during a lecture in Paris, Bergson found himself in a legendary debate with Albert Einstein. The topic? The nature of time. While Einstein argued for time as a measurable dimension, Bergson countered, asserting that time is intertwined with human consciousness, a flowing, interconnected experience. Einstein dismissed Bergson's view as merely psychological time, separate from the real, absolute time described by physics. But Bergson believed this dismissal missed the point. He saw time as fundamentally different from space. For him, duration is a qualitative flow, a succession without separation, where the past, present, and future converge within us. Why does childhood feel slower and richer? Bergson argued it's because our early experiences are novel and vivid, leaving deep impressions on our memory. As adults, life becomes routine, with fewer new stimuli to engage us. This makes time feel faster as the mind glosses over repetitive moments. Bergson also noted that a year feels longer for a child, because it represents a larger fraction of their total life. For an adult, that same year is a smaller fraction, making it seem shorter. Bergson's ideas didn't just reshape philosophy, they influenced art, literature, and psychology. Writers like Proust and Joyce wove his concept of duration into their works, blurring the boundaries between past, present, and future. Even early psychologists found value in Bergson's insights into memory as a dynamic force. Bergson's exploration of time wasn't just theoretical. It was a call to reconnect with the flow of duration and, in doing so, with ourselves. In a world obsessed with deadlines and schedules, his ideas remind us to pause, to experience the richness of life beyond the clock. So, how do we resist the alienation of modern life? By embracing stillness, presence, and the intricate flow of time as it exists within us. After all, the past and future aren't distant places. They're part of who we are, shaping every moment of our existence. The ticking may never stop, but perhaps we can learn to live in harmony with it.